Morning, folks. Welcome back. My cousin Shay and I did a fireside chat last night. For those of you who watched it, I hope you enjoyed it. Shay and I discussed ways we might be able to do a live chat. See, I rely on data here. I very seldom get reception. So we're going to try to figure out a way to do that. Alright, it might not be in my place, it might be in hers. But it will be a fireside chat. On another topic, on preserving. You know, I make, and you probably already know what this is, but I make what they call Rumtopf. And how I make that is I get a gallon glass jar, and whatever berry comes in season, like here it's wild strawberries come in season, so I'll go around and gather ripe wild strawberries. I'll rinse them off and I'll put them in the jar, and it might only be a handful or two. And then I add a little bit of sugar, and then I cover the berries with vodka. Now, the next couple of days, I might go get another handful of strawberries and do the same thing, put them in there, add sugar, cover it with vodka. It doesn't take as much vodka as you think, folks. And let's say the raspberries come in season, so they're starting to ripe off. I'll grab some of them, put them in there, add a little sugar, top it off with, just cover the berries with vodka. And then blackberries, and then dewberries, and then elderberries, all of that stuff, blueberries. And you can do that as far up the jar as you want. Just make sure at all times there's vodka covering the berries. Now that's Rumtopf, and that is shelf stable. You can put it in a cool, dark place with the cover on. Wait 3 to 6 months, and then you can drink it, and then you can eat the berries. Now, for the amount of sugar that you use, that's going to depend on you. But the purpose of the sugar, and I know sugar is not good for you at all, so there might be other substitutes out there, folks. But the purpose of the sugar is because Rumtopf is fermented berries, right? Or fruit. Now, you can also go to the store and you can buy fresh fruit, or if you've got some growing in your yard, you can use whatever. Bananas I don't think would hold up very well, and I don't think apples will hold up very well, but I have never tried it. I know pineapple works good. You can also go into the frozen food section of your store and get bags of frozen berries or fruit, and you can make it that way. I collect all my berries and fruit when they're in season here, and that's what I do. I make Rumtopf. Now, that is an alcoholic drink, all right? Now, I'll plop up a picture. It's an old picture. It's the only two pictures I could find, and they're not good quality, folks, but I'm going to plop them up. And that was my process at the time where I was, and I just took a picture of it because I explained how it was done to a friend of mine. You can also take berries and just put them in vodka. Alright, so you're preserving the berries that way. They're not fermenting, they're just being preserved, right? And that doesn't need to be refrigerated either, as long as the berries or fruit are covered with the vodka. Now, this last winter I brought the whole gallon of Rumtopf to our Christmas gathering. And it was a big hit, folks. It was a big hit. Everybody really liked it. So, that's that. Now, I discussed Rumtopf, and there's also something else I want to share with you folks. And this is pineapple with the core. Okay, jarred up in a half-pint jelly jar. Now, I try to keep pineapple on hand because obviously here in Maine we can't grow pineapple very well. So I have to rely on the store-bought pineapple. And I buy some in cans already processed, or I'll just buy a couple of pineapple and I'll jar them up. Pineapple is very, very good for you if you are congested here or here. It is a mucus thinner, okay? It'll thin out the mucus. So if you're congested and it's thick in there and heavy, this will thin it out, and it doesn't take very long for you to notice either. I'm talking 5 minutes or less, folks. Now my sister turned me on to pineapple years ago, so I always keep pineapple, whether it's already processed from the store or I buy the whole pineapple and I can it myself, right? So for those of you who do not know, where you get most of your sweetness from the pineapple is from the core. So even though the core is kind of woody and tough, I cut it right up and put it in here anyway, because that'll just add sweetness to the pineapple. You can also do pineapple, and you can preserve pineapple in vodka, okay? It'll do the same thing, all right? So there are several things that you can do, and I've got a lot of tips, and I've got a lot of tricks, folks. And I don't mind sharing them at all. Like I said, my sister was kind enough to share this with me, and I've passed it along to others as well. So there's a lot of tips and tricks coming. A lot of suggestions. You do with it what you may. Some may be allergic to pineapple. I don't know. But this is what I do. This is what I do, and if I get, like when I'm doing the coop, I just get awful stuffed up when I'm in there, and I can't breathe through my nose, and you have that pressure up in here, and you can usually tell when I've been in the coop for any period of time cleaning that I'll sound a little hoarse. That's what the coop does to me. But anyway, pineapple is a good one to have on hand, folks, okay? If for nothing else, for medicinal purposes, okay? So, if you're thick down here, you eat some pineapple, even pineapple juice, folks, okay? Even if you get a can of pineapple juice, it'll do the same thing. And you can drink it, you can eat the pineapple or whatnot, and then just put it in your refrigerator or in your ice box or whatever you're using, right? For those of you who live in pineapple country, way down south of me, you can probably get pineapples, or maybe you even grow pineapple, and jar them up, folks. Jar them up. Woo! I got a duck underneath my feet, folks. So, just another helpful tip that'll help thin that mucus up, so you can cough it up, right? So, expectorant thins it out so you can get it up. So, if you like this content, please share, subscribe, like, leave comments. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the shares and the subscribers too. I really appreciate them. So there we go, folks. I think that's going to be it for today, unless I come up with something else to jump in front of the camera about. But it works. It works, folks.